absolutely. This offense is completely different. You know, they focus on the quarterback Hurd, number 13. He has turned into, you know, they've turned it into really more like what K-State did with like a Colin Klein, where it's a QB run game, play action pass, sprint out, get him on the edge, boots naked. The QB running the ball is a huge part of what the Texas offense has turned into. No, they are a lot alike. You know, the size is different on them, but in terms of their skill sets and their ability to run and make things happen with their feet, they're a lot alike in that way. Well, they haven't been able to throw the ball as efficiently as those other teams. You know, they've had to rely on on the run game a lot more and haven't been able to get the pass game going as well. So that's the part that's different from what we see on a week-to-week basis, where teams can usually throw the ball all over the yard. And Texas hasn't done as much of that, and a lot of that by design. I mean, a lot of their play calls are designed QB run game and featuring the run game, and I'm sure they'll continue to try and get that going. Well, it's obviously different calls. The last few weeks we've been, focused on different formations, different personnel groupings, and different attack. This week comes down to. It comes down to, in all essence, a lot of wildcat football. Take the old fad of putting the running back in there at QB and letting him run the ball over the yard, and that's what Texas does. You'll see some plays in there, snap the ball to QB and let the boy run. So that's a lot different than what we've seen in the last few weeks, where they're very, very concerned about protecting their precious QB, and this week this kid's he can take off and run. You do at times, you always need to leverage that, and probably the most dangerous guy on the field is Daje Johnson, number 4, and he's the guy that's getting a lot of those fly sweeps, and he's the one. He's not the one guy, but he's the most dangerous guy on the field for him. That guy truly is special. I know his numbers probably don't indicate it, but in terms of a talent in this league, he's definitely one of the most talented kids, gifted, speed, change of direction, quickness, football player type stuff. He's a special one. A lot of times that QB run game's extremely difficult to defend, and you can't forget that, 3 of those wideouts that they have on the field were tops in the nation coming out for a reason. I mean, those guys can run. They got some legitimate speed on the outside, so the quarterback can, he's capable of getting the ball to him. They've completed a lot of deep balls on their play action, so I think all these offensive coaches have a good plan, and they use their personnel well, and that's what Texas is doing. They're taking the strengths of their team, which is the QB is maybe the fastest kid on the field, and letting him run the ball, and then mixing the QB run game and the play action pass. It's difficult to defend. It's just different. The same problem, same stress level, same everything, just different.